Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P-Funk. Think right out here in the lab in the wee hours in the morning where I do what I do for you. Let's go. Writers in 25 years led by storytelling, story with a message and story for life. These are life lessons I'm giving them. You tuning in to receive them. I appreciate you. Let's go. You know what I do. Right Thinkers mission, and I'm on it, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and most importantly, motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment, knowing yourself a little bit better. Right thing is way of life, and it is a way of life, aka Maya, through mental thinking and spiritual discipline daily will help and guide you to attain your goal of spiritual enlightenment, aka to know thyself. That's my mission for Get All Right Thinkers, to do just that. Know themselves. Hope I'm doing a good job. I see you doing your thing, tuning in, and you receiving. That's my job. Let's go. My goal for All Right Thinker is to know thyself. This is the question I asked, and I'm going to ask it again. Are you a person who knows not, and knows not that they know not? You're foolish. I'll disregard you. Are you a person who knows not and knows that you know not? You're simple. I can teach you. That's why I do what I do for you. Stay tuned. I got you. A person who knows not and believe that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is asleep. Like most people, it's time in the morning, but it's all good. I'm a spiritual alarm clock. I'm here to wake you up to yourself with knowledge of yourself. And a person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Father, all these persons, they reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself, and to my eye, be true. You have to keep balance in your life. And before I had balance spiritually, I had balance on the streets. So let's talk about, from my point of view, street life is real life. I learned most of my life lessons, unfortunately, on the streets. I was a street man. In order to obtain streetology, which is mastery of the streets, you had to live it. Excuse me. Okay, so let's talk about it. Excuse me. Excuse me, sorry about that. Let's go. Alright. I know that street life was my life. At one time in my life, I was in the streets, literally doing what I do, hustling at that time. Okay? The streets are real life. Why? Because if you're not used to the streets, they're not for you. We had a phrase, you running around here with your nose all snotty. If you don't know what's going on, you should ask somebody. That's why we had our elders and our older people instructing us on the ways of life. That's street life, okay? Now, I ran the streets. Oh, the streets didn't run me. I love street life. I still do. It's in me. It's part of who I am and what I am. So it'll never leave, okay? Understand that. I keep it real. Excuse me. I kept it real in the streets. Yeah, and I keep it real in my spirituality. If nothing else, I'm going to keep it real and I'm going to tell you the truth. Why? That's my job as a sage, a teacher, instructor of right thinking philosophy. My job is to give you the truth and let you do what you need to do with it. Okay? I don't discriminate. Respect on the streets is a must. You earn it, but more importantly, you give it. Disrespect was not tolerated on the streets. This is why I don't tolerate right now in my life. Understand one thing. I'm street first. My dude from Streets to Christ. Yeah. I did the walk. I made the change, so I understand that. That's why I appreciate what he's doing. Now, my street will come out when If you try to play me, or more importantly, if you disrespect me, trust me, street will come out. I call it manhood. Okay? In the streets, we all men. If you couldn't handle what you're doing, you had problems. Okay? If you make me mad by doing something to me that I don't like, transformation time. I ain't the biggest, I ain't the baddest, but I become the Hulk. Hulk smash. Hulk tear stuff up. I used to do that, okay, when I got to that point. And we all have a boiling point. Just back then, my boiling point was real quick. Didn't take long to get me where I need to go to get started. Okay? I was a fighter. I liked fighting. On the streets, if we had a problem and we couldn't get along, we got it on, man to man. If I don't like you, you're going to know it. Simple as that. And if you don't like me, all you do is show it, and it's on. Like the young boy Josh said, it's going down. Any way you start that nonsense, it's going down. We don't do the beef where you talking this and no. We're going to get together and handle it man to man. Mano a mano, we called it. I remember times we'd be at a party and, a dude walk by, bump you or step on your shoes. If he don't act respectfully, it's about to go down. Simple as that. I've seen parties break up because dude bumped somebody. That's back in the day when respect was a must. And when you didn't give it, you had to fight. Yep, fighting was a way of life in the streets. That's why I go to the gym. That's why I stay physically fit. Why? That's my message. You never know, my nigga. You never know. So, yeah, personally, I keep a can of whoop ass in my stash. I will fight over cash and disrespect. Yeah, I'm out of the streets right now. But guess what? The streets are not out of me. You can take me out of the streets, but you can't take the street out of me. You can go from streets to Christ, but the street's still in there. Trust me. Piss him off and see what... No, brother did good. I respect that. Here you go. If you know me spiritually, that's the good thing. But if you know me from the streets, you probably don't know me spiritually because I'm not that same dude. Still, but not. All right. Now watch this. If you push me to react or to get me ruffled, I will what? Accommodate you. That's how the streets are run. If we got a problem, we can't get along, let's get it on. Don't have a problem with that. You can bloody my nose and bust my lip, black my eye. I can live with that. But if you shoot me, I'm done. Party's over. So a fair fight for me is fine. Man to man, I ain't got a problem with that. I took butt before. I gave that more than I took. I'm on the plus side in that record. So, all right, here we go. Watch this. I don't run or back down from a fight. Say, I'm from up the hill, never ran, never will. Okay, no, I'm from 18th Street, Grafton out the projects. I ain't taking no shorts. Simple as that. Running, I don't run. I ain't no track star. I fight. Stand my ground. Stand my ground. That's what I'm going to do. That's all I know. Where we at? Okay, watch this now. My mom asked me, when are you going to stop fighting? I used to tell her when people start provoking me. She said, well, baby, I said, when they stop, I'll stop. Still feel the same way. Here you go. I am real spiritually, just like I was real in the streets. I'm a P-Funk, pure real. I haven't changed. Okay, watch this. My spirituality is real. I don't fake anything, not for anyone. I'm not going to fake, be phony, or act any different for nobody. I'm spiritually, and I'm real. I'm spiritual, and I'm real. What? On the streets, I was P-Funk, pure real. Again, I'm a sage now from the spiritual aspect, but P-Funk is my alter ego. He drives the bus, so to speak. I'm spiritually wiser now, yeah, but I always will be streetwise. That knowledge that I've obtained from the streets, I use it today in regular, normal, everyday occurrences. Okay? Why? It's survival. I'm always survival mode. Okay? I mean, I'm always being aware of my surroundings, always watching who I'm interacting with, being aware of what's around you. My wisdom and street knowledge is what's real. Yeah, I did it, I lived it, I know it, so I can profess it with experience. Okay, that's wisdom. I've done it. I walk the streets wherever. Excuse me. I walk the streets wherever because there's no fear here. Man, I walk from Broad Street to 18th Street. No problem. Why? Back in my day, you couldn't leave the perimeter of your area if you couldn't do this. Okay? Simple as that. If you couldn't handle these, you was a runner. I ain't a track star. Outnumbered, you got to do what you got to do. But heads up one-on-one, man, let's go. Let's dance. I love to dance, my man. All right, we're last one. I'm about to wrap it up. A quick lesson. I hope you enjoyed it. It's pretty much me ego tripping, but it's a concept. There's a message here. Take me out the streets. The streets ain't leaving me. I was a master of streetology. Now I'm a master of spirituality. Change. I tell everybody, 30 years ago, my best friends was gun toters. I was a gun toter. Now, don't leave home without my books. I love that. All right, here you go. Watch this. Let me wrap it up again. I appreciate you tuning in. Like the numbers. I appreciate you. Hope you're getting the messages. My mastery of streetology came from years of what? Practicing. Even the streets, you need to go through the process. Streetology is what? Knowing how to read a person correctly. It don't make sense to read a person and be wrong. If I'm standing out here doing what I do, and you come by to get something from me, and I size you up in a few seconds, if I'm not right, I'm going to jail. Sometimes maybe robbed. But that's the street. Okay, that's where I come from. I avoid all that nonsense for a while. I got caught too. Handling the cookie jar. Alright. Now spiritually, I know if your spirit is true or not. Just like I knew if you was a customer or a perpetrator on the streets. I had many guys say, man, why you hook me up? I said, I trust you. Simple as that. I ain't got a problem with that. I was honest then. I'm still honest. Ain't nothing changed. But what I do and who I serve. I do what I do for you, but I'm serving him. I see fake Christians, Muslims, and Jews. That's my street insight and my third eye that works. Like I said, I see what you're not looking at. Most people look at the face. I look at a little something deeper. The spirit. How's your spirit? I'm a spiritualist, so I can trust the spirit. Your mouth, not so much. Spirit, yeah. In the streets, in the spirit realm, I know real. In the street realm, I still know real. That's right thing of philosophy. I know what I know. Why? Because I see what most people don't look at. The spirit. I'm a spirit watcher. And that's what's real. Okay? Knowing somebody by their spirit, oh, that's real. That's me. I'll be back. I appreciate you.